Greetings Canadians and citizens the world. We are anonymous. Freedom. What a beautiful word, in my mind. A word that defines its meaning within a confined set of laws. When the word freedom is presented to you, along with the laws that restrict freedom, how do you see the real meaning of freedom? Would it be limited to the laws that prevent freedom? Ultimately this word freedom becomes a word with a new meaning. The days of expressing yourselves has changed dramatically. Free speech has been silenced with new laws. It has taken place with small steps by our government. If free speech becomes offensive to one or a group, it then becomes a hate speech. If it offends one individual or perhaps a group of people, your ideas or thoughts might get you arrested on hate crimes. How does a government dictate freedom if your thoughts or views are used to silence you? Freedom, in our eyes, would allow you to legally give you the right to live off the grid. This type of freedom is reserved for governments' revenues and control. How could the governments make their money? If you choose the lifestyle to live off the grid, you offend the individual governments ultimately, this too becomes illegal. Freedom of information is also restricted to suit views from governments. Real-life situations, fabricated, making real situations at the cost of lives with false flags that best promote new laws, such as martial law. The right to live freely and voice your beliefs, cultures, raising a family or even gender choices are manipulated by our governments. The governments manipulate how to live, act or promote your experiences. All of your life choices can be turned against you to favor a government's views. People think they are living in a free society, but reality is we are forced to believe in a freedom set by our governments. This has been done so casually that not too many tax-paying citizens even notice the limitations freedom has become. Today's meaning of freedom is a control tool used by governments around the world to better control the way you think, talk and walk, not that anyone would notice, but over time this loss of freedom adds up. Now we live in fear. Fear of choosing to live off the grid, fear of sharing my vegetable garden with my neighbor, fear of collecting rainwater. All this is now illegal. Were you aware of the laws passed under your noses? Speak your words today and a fear of being attacked, criticized, or even being arrested for your thoughts will overcome you, and the thing is, you probably did not even know this, let alone other illegal actions, that media has not spoken of. How do we know if we were not made aware? This is the era of knowledge, but it seems, there is only so much knowledge our media outlets inform of us. Even media is afraid, perhaps. This type of freedom is best described as living in a cage with the freedom to never go out of the boundaries. You get to eat what is handed to you, i.e., GMOs, the right to silence yourselves if something hurt you or your family, and to drink only what they serve to you in your freedom cage. We have mentioned various times that we are waking up others, but the reality is we cannot make someone to go beyond their fears. The freedom of acquiring money, status, class, ego, and greed are not what people want. This would only be for a selected few, the rest are like you and me, we struggle daily for pride of what we have achieved, just to make it to tomorrow. The radical step from being rich or being poor. Freedom has no preferences as it is mainly based on compassion and respect. Maybe one day freedom will mean to take from the rich and give to the poor in the hope to even the balance of life itself. If you look even deeper into the word freedom, you have to agree, money, the root of all evil, has a say on freedom as well. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.